Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
Nestled within the misty rolling peaks of the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden narrative of resilience and identity lingers in the shadows of towering trees and flowing rivers. The story of the Black Tuckasegee tribe is one woven with threads of strength, survival, and an enduring connection to the land that bore witness to their trials and triumphs. This remarkable community, whose roots delve deep into the soil of the Appalachians, remains one of the most enigmatic and underrepresented chapters in the rich tapestry of American history. Their existence challenges the conventional narratives of Native American and African American histories, revealing a complex intersection of cultures forged through shared struggles and mutual resilience. The origins of the Black Tuckasegee tribe are shrouded in both legend and historical ambiguity, emerging from a confluence of African, Native American, and possibly European ancestries. In the 18th and 19th centuries, as waves of colonial expansion, forced displacement, and systemic oppression swept across the nascent United States, marginalized peoples sought refuge in the secluded hollows and rugged terrains of the Appalachian Mountains. Enslaved Africans fleeing bondage, Native American groups resisting removal, and even disenfranchised Europeans all found solace in these isolated highlands. Over time, intermarriage and cultural blending fostered the emergence of distinct communities, among which the Black Tuckasegee tribe stood resilient. The name Tuckasegee itself echoes with historical significance, deriving from the Tuckasegee River that meanders through the heart of the Appalachian region. This river was not merely a body of water, but a lifeline, nourishing the land and the people who called it home. For the Black Tuckasegee tribe, it symbolized continuity and survival, a natural guardian against the encroaching forces of displacement and erasure. The mountains cradle their villages and offer protection, enabling them to preserve their cultural practices, oral traditions, and communal bonds despite the external pressures to conform or vanish. Daily life for the Black Tuckasegee people was a harmonious blend of their African and Native American heritages. Agricultural practices reflected an adaptive ingenuity, combining indigenous methods of crop cultivation with African farming techniques suited to the mountainous terrain. Corn, beans, and squash thrived alongside crops like okra and sweet potatoes, embodying a fusion of agricultural knowledge passed down through generations. Their diets, crafts, and social structures bore the imprints of this multicultural legacy, each aspect of life serving as a silent testament to their blended origins and adaptive spirit. Spirituality and folklore formed another cornerstone of the Black Tuckasegee identity. The dense forests and quiet streams of the Appalachians were alive with stories and beliefs that intertwined African spiritual traditions with Native American cosmologies. Elders recounted tales of ancestral spirits dwelling in the mist, guiding the tribe through times of hardship and celebration alike. Ceremonies and rituals often mirrored the seasonal rhythms of the natural world, reflecting a deep-seated reverence for the environment that sustained them. Music, too, served as a vital expression of their hybrid identity, with rhythms and melodies echoing the soulful strains of African heritage melded seamlessly with indigenous chants and Appalachian folk tunes. Yet, the existence of the Black Tuckasegee tribe was not without hardship. The 19th century brought waves of socio-political upheaval that threatened the fragile sanctuary they had built. The Indian Removal Act of 1830, aimed at displacing Native American tribes from their ancestral lands, reverberated through the Appalachian region, casting a shadow over all who lived there. Simultaneously, the expanding institution of slavery and the racialized laws of the American South imposed ever-tightening constraints on free Black communities and multiracial groups. The Black Tuckasegee people, existing at the intersection of these oppressive forces, navigated a precarious existence marked by secrecy and resilience. The Civil War further complicated their circumstances, as loyalties within the Appalachians were as rugged and divided as the mountains themselves. While some members of the Black Tuckasegee tribe may have sought alliances for survival, others faced conscription, forced labor, or displacement as the conflict raged. The end of the war and the abolition of slavery did little to alleviate their marginalization. Reconstruction policies often failed to recognize or protect the unique identities of mixed heritage communities, and the rise of Jim Crow laws entrenched systemic discrimination that obscured their histories even further. Despite these adversities, the Black Tuckasegee tribe endured. Oral traditions became vital repositories of their collective memory, preserving stories of ancestral valor and communal unity. Elders became the guardians of cultural continuity, teaching younger generations the skills, stories, and songs that define their people. Yet, as the 20th century unfolded, modernization and industrial encroachment threatened to erode the physical and cultural landscapes that had sheltered them for centuries. Logging, mining, and the expansion of railroads carved into the Appalachian wilderness, displacing communities and severing ties to the land. Efforts to document and preserve the history of the Black Tuckasegee tribe have faced significant challenges. Historical records often omitted or misclassified multiracial communities, reducing them to statistical obscurities or erasing them altogether. However, the perseverance of descendants and the growing recognition of America's complex racial past have spurred renewed interest in uncovering these hidden histories. Scholars, genealogists, and community historians have begun piecing together fragments of archival evidence, oral testimonies, and cultural artifacts to reconstruct the narrative of the Black Tuckasegee people. Today, the legacy of the Black Tuckasegee tribe resonates in the cultural memory of the Appalachian region. Their story serves as a poignant reminder of the fluidity of identity and the enduring human spirit in the face of systemic oppression. It challenges monolithic conceptions of race and heritage, revealing a more nuanced portrait of America's past. Recognizing and honoring their history is not merely an academic endeavor, but a moral imperative to acknowledge the diverse voices that have shaped the nation's fabric. As interest in Indigenous and African American histories continues to grow, the Black Tuckasegee tribe stands as a beacon for understanding the interconnectedness of cultural identities. Their resilience in the secluded valleys of the Appalachians offers profound insights into how marginalized communities can adapt, resist, and thrive despite relentless adversity. The mountains that once concealed their existence now whisper their stories to those willing to listen, urging a broader recognition of the intricate and often overlooked narratives that define our shared history. In peeling back the layers of time to uncover the story of the Black Tuckasegee tribe, we embark on a journey through resilience, cultural fusion, and the quiet strength of a people who refuse to be forgotten. Their legacy, etched into the very rocks and rivers of the Appalachians, calls us to remember, to honor, and to continue seeking the truths that history has long concealed.